Yeah, hello. In this video, I'll explain how to conduct a professional benchmarking. Because we benchmark with other processes, other organizations, other projects, the best practices, the industry standards, sometimes market leaders, so that we can improve faster. We need not reinvent everything from scratch. So by benchmarking the processes or the project management processes or whatever with another organization or another team who does it better than us, we can learn from them. In one organization I worked, our testing practices were considered as one of the best in the industry. So another organization, which was again in the product segment, they came to us and they wanted to benchmark their software testing processes against our software testing practices, so that they can learn from they know the gap and they can learn from it much quickly. So that is the purpose of benchmarking. It can be across organizations, across teams, across projects, I may say even across people, because having a role model and aspiring to be like that role model is also a kind of a benchmarking, so that our learning and improvement will be much faster than finding out our own way. Benchmarking can be against the historical data, because we have tons of projects happening. We have several projects completed already, or so always we can benchmark our current process data against the historical data. We can benchmark against better projects, against industry data, and we can benchmark against the leading industry best practices in order to understand our compliance against that. So we are talking all these things from the context of benchmarking projects. So it can be against historical data, against better projects inside the organization or outside the organization, against industry data, and against compliance against leading industry best practices. For effective benchmarking, actually benchmarking is a mini project within a project, or it is a small project. It has to be managed as a project. So we must plan benchmarking, and then we must do the benchmarking as per the plan, and we must check periodically to see whether everything is going as per the plan, and then take action if there is a variance. So for that we use the same PDCA by Deming. So during the planning phase of benchmarking, we can define, or rather we should define, the purpose and the scope of the benchmarking exercise. The scoping is very important, otherwise it becomes unmanageable. Then we must form the team with the right skill set and the domain knowledge. Then identify the source and target to benchmark, and define the benchmark study report template, and define the timeline. So these are the the bare minimum things we should plan for a successful benchmarking. And the next step is performing the benchmarking. So we perform the benchmarking as per the plan, for collect data, validate data, and develop the benchmarking report. Then check, that is validate the accuracy of benchmark report, and we also check whether things have gone as per the plan, and if there is a variance we take action, that is identify the corrective actions, form the corrective action teams, plan the corrective action projects, execute the corrective action projects, evaluate the results, and institutionalize. So the first thing is plan benchmarking, then do benchmarking, then check and validate the accuracy of the benchmarking report, and then identify the corrective actions for improvement, and form the corrective action teams, and plan the corrective action projects, and execute the corrective action projects, evaluate the result, and if those results are encouraging, then institutionalize it. So thank you very much. So you will get more information about project management tools and techniques from this particular page, that is www.pmri.in/pm-tools. So I'm continuously updating details about project management tools. So if you want to learn more, please go to this particular page and master it. To summarize, we do benchmarking to improve faster. So it is easier than reinventing the wheel. Somebody has already done it. They are doing it better than us. So it is always better to benchmark with them and identify the gaps and take corrective actions to fill it up. So for effective benchmarking, the first thing is we must plan the benchmarking exercise, then do the benchmarking, then evaluate the results for validity, and then identify the corrective actions and manage those corrective actions as mini projects, and at the end of it check the results. So if the results are fine, the benchmarking exercise is successful. Thank you.